Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for children under 7.
Hello, folks. I'm doing some investigation, and sadly, I got nothing. So, the question is well, for me, the question is for the 2 episodes, well, technically, it's 4 episodes, but for the 2 episodes where we actually have new content, because for Goosebumps, they based them all on books, either 62, the original 62, or what was it, Give Your Own Scare, or even Goosebumps 2000. The crazy part is that you have Goosebumps Presents. And Goosebumps Presents was this one where they decided to take the TV show adaptation and put it in the book. Now, the crazy question is, for these 2 episodes I'm talking about, /4, why didn't they make ones for those? Like, for instance, Monster Blood, what was it called? More Monster Blood, that was what it's called. How come they didn't make a book for that? They made one for Monster Blood, but not for More Monster Blood? Out of all of them, you would figure More Monster Blood deserved to have its own book. Screw Monster Blood. It already has its own book. Now, the last one is the trilogy. And trilogy actually came up by the writers themselves. R.L. Stine, did he have little to do with it? Maybe. But weirdly enough, it doesn't even get to have its own book. That's just weird. And not only weird, but sad as hell, because that was actually an interesting TV. That was an interesting episode. Very interesting. And then we just basically have nothing but... yeah. So I checked out what happened with Goosebumps Presents. They had 18 books. They scattered them all over the place. If someone's right, which maybe they're right, I bet they might be right, is the fact that The Haunted Mask was the first episode. How come even The Haunted Mask, part 1 and part 2, didn't even get to have its own book? For me, it's Stay Out of the Basement. That was our promo. How exactly did Stay Out of the Basement didn't even get its own book? There's so many that didn't get its own book. Night of the Living Dummy 3. Bride of the Living Dummy. Heck, even the first Living Dummy could actually have got its own book. Even though that would have been extremely along with people be pissed off because they're like, so you have snapshots of the freaking damn of the episode, but for us, we don't get to have the episode at all. No, but you do have snapshots of the episode, which I bet chances are that would bring some more speculation and also just interesting ideas of what could have happened in the episode that might have been different from the book. Or heck, you might have actually done the same thing. Sadly, looking into it, there is no evidence whatsoever of why did it stop. Of course, lots of people easily can say it wasn't selling. So since it wasn't selling, they decided to cancel it. It's kind of cool that Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes actually has its own book, which I personally would love to have that book. It's like, yeah, there's many books that I like say, no, I'm not going to keep these. But if I do find that one in the thrift store, I would definitely keep it. And I was considering, while in another bookstore, I was considering buying that book. I was considering buying it. I was really considering it. Who knows? I might buy it. I'm not sure. But it really is sad to say that there is no proof or evidence on why they didn't actually continue on. But I will say, because they didn't continue on, is the reason why those books didn't come out. But me personally, I'm like, screw that. At least have 2 more books come out of your original content. So at least you can have your original content not only in episode form, but in book form as well. And if you did have it in book form, guess what? I might even have bought those 2 and actually get you to sign it. The writers themselves who created that original content. I would actually have got you to sign it because that was awesome of you to actually create that. Out of nothing. But anyways, I'll just leave it at this. No idea why it got canceled, but it's kind of sad that the actual original episodes that doesn't even have a book don't even get to have their own book afterwards. That's kind of sad.